Do you still get people who are like, where'd the name come from?
Yeah, I had a guy at the farmer's market the other day that was like, where did you get that name? And it's like, well, do you want the long story?
Right.
So
What did you say
I
to
did
him?
tell him that way back in the day, Erik was waiting for me outside of work. I came out, was done with the shift, and there was this woman in the car that we were going to give a ride
Right.
to. And
But that she's a woods person.
Erik introduced me
We
to
were
her
living in Washington State. And she's like living in the woods.
And she was needing a ride, so we were going to give her a ride, but she was handing out flyers because she had lost her cat. And so I'm like meeting her, finding this out about her, and then I jump in the back and we're driving her somewhere in town, and we ended up just leaving her on the side of the road, and she disappeared into the woods. But I was reading the flyer, and she had this sketch of a cat, and it said, "Lost cat, please help." And it said, the things you can do, like things you can do to help her find her lost cat. And number 1 was call Here Kitty Kitty. Number 2, shake dry cat food.
I didn't even know that was.
That was, I know.
It's good.
And then number 3, think well. And I was sitting there reading that and realizing, whoa, I did not even know that was an option or like a solution, like think well. I have had all these things offered to me as like how you can
solve a problem.
Yeah, how you can troubleshoot, how you can take care of the things you're responsible for, but I had never thought about think well. And so I just kind of had this like, that is super powerful.
And it always stuck with us. Like I remember looking at you, like we're looking at that fly, like this like hand-drawn lost cat flyer and just being like.
It was very magical.
Yeah.
Like think well.
Like it really stuck, it always stuck with us along the way.
So then I was telling him, like Erik and I would just say that back and forth to each other, like at times of to be funny, but then also like times of like importance,
encouragement
like,
to get through.
Hey, like one thing we can do is think well. You know, it kind of is. It's better than good luck. It's like that's just. It's like think well. Like this is in your power to do. But he was like he was listening. So then I just kept telling him. I said, so then a few years back, I was reading my favorite author, Mary Oliver, and she's giving a very brief introduction to Ralph Waldo Emerson. And she's talking about, it's not the exact same words, but he's concerned about us applying attention to our inner being because it makes a difference in the actual world. So like, yes, mental process, but he's talking about like, the things that we plant will bear fruit. Like just like in the natural world, like what we sow comes to fruition and it's connected. It's not like we plant tomato seeds and out comes pumpkins. It's like there is intention as to like what we apply ourselves to, what we think about, what is our liturgy, that turns into something in the real world.
One of the things that I liked about the whole process of even coming up with the name is that we were doing coffee for so long, this wasn't our name.
Yes.
And then when this stuff sort of bubbled up and we had to transform how we were doing our work, we had to come up with our own name.
Yeah.
It was like, Thinkwell felt like this is what we have been trying to do with this work. And then there was this like...
And it's been given to us somehow.
Yeah. Well, it didn't like come from us. It was like handed to us on the journey and we've held the whole time. And then it felt like it goes together.
I don't have a lot of answers for people, but it's like, here's something that I think I really hold on to and that I would offer to people. But it's like, this isn't like, it's like, this is going to mean something different for you. But it's also really meaningful to me that I can, you know, it's like someone else's experience of coffee isn't even going to be different than mine. But it's like, I offer it to you and it's like, come along, you know.